Dark vibration, the hidden secret of magnetic manifestation. Introduction. Entering the shadow portal. Imagine a dark, silent hallway, where every step echoes within you. The air vibrates slightly, almost as if a hidden presence is watching you from the edge of visible reality. No rosy fantasies, no ready-made promises. Here, what matters is the raw, naked, and mysterious truth that separates those who manifest from the multitude who never achieve anything. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why, even when you try everything, your manifestations are nothing more than distant dreams? Is the universe deaf to your requests? Or is there a secret, veiled code, kept for millennia, controlling access to the world of achievement? In this digital ritual, you will descend with me into the subterranean realm of manifestation, uncover the dark secrets that keep your life in the same cycle, and finally find the lost key to the reality you've always dreamed of. It's not a self-help video. It's spiritual technology. It's a cult awakening. Get ready to close the curtains of illusions and face what they never told you. The manifestation is real. So is the barrier. Like, subscribe, activate the bell, because this journey only begins for those who commit to crossing the portal. Part 1. The Unrevealed Mystery. Why can't you manifest what you want? Feel the weight of this moment. Imagine staring into a dark mirror and seeing not your reflection, but all the opportunities that have already slipped away from your life. You see unfulfilled dreams, silent desires, aborted plans, everything hovering there, in the shadows between wanting and having. Everyone has heard of the law of attraction, visualization, and positive thinking. But the cruel, simple political truth is that the overwhelming majority never manifest any of these things. Each failed attempt adds a layer of frustration to your aura, a concrete wall between you and the impossible. Maybe you've followed all the manuals, written affirmations, created vision boards, spoken positive words. But if you're here now, it's because something didn't work. The sensation is like screaming into the void. Your words shatter the invisible ice that controls fate, and everything remains still and frozen. On this channel, I propose an in-depth investigation. I prefer to call it an investigation, not a video. Here, we unmask the secret of failure, what separates those who achieve from those who just wish. What is the secret block, the hidden presence, the psychic shadow between you and abundance? There is a truth that few people tell. Most manifestation masters will never tell you the real reason why so much goes wrong, and it's not because they want to deceive you. It's because they don't know. They repeat empty formulas. They sell disposable hope. Meanwhile, you sink into the cycle of eternal almost. Now, close your eyes. See your ideal reality. What would it be like? A home of your own, frequent travel, vibrant health, burning passions, money to spare, opportunities appearing seemingly out of nowhere. You smile, you feel close, but at the same time, you notice a thick wall, with locked doors and sealed windows, between you and this dimension of fulfilled dreams. The key to this portal lies buried in something most people have never realized: deep communication with the universal field. No, I'm not talking about communicating superficially. I'm talking about aligning words, intention, posture, energy. In essence, when you learn to tune your communication to the correct frequency, the doors of reality will open. But, as long as noise persists in your field, each word spoken will be just an empty echo and the universe will remain silent. This is the main reason for failure: distorted communication, energetic blocks, hidden saboteurs. So, ready to descend with me into the foundations of your vibrational field? Prepare for experiences that shake your psyche and expand your perception. In today's video, you'll understand that your life doesn't change because there's a dark secret at work. Everything is energy, everything is vibration, everything is hidden communication. Call to action: like this video now. It activates your presence and begins your transformation process. Subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications. The algorithm may try to hide it, but you'll receive every drop of hidden wisdom. Comment below: what's your biggest block, fear, or doubt? Your experience can free others trapped in the same shadows. Share with 3 people who live in the same cycle. Your action activates a hidden network of energy, forming a collective field of manifestation. Part 2. Everything is vibration, the scientific secret of the energy field around you. Imagine that right now, at this very moment, the universe around you is pulsating at invisible frequencies, composing a silent symphony of which you are a part. Whether you like it or not, every thought, every contained emotion, every word spat out without a filter, every gesture you make without realizing it, all of this vibrates, all of this emits waves. This isn't cheap mysticism. It's advanced physics. Everything that exists, matter, sensations, ideas, is made of energy oscillating at its own rhythms. In the quantum world, nothing is static. At the core of your being, between molecules, there is only vibration, millimeter-sized pulsations that you never see but feel constantly. Now, look around. Apparently, you are alone, sitting or lying down, listening to my voice or just reading the words, but, in the invisible, a network of energy fields intertwines your existence with everything: people, objects, places, events, situations. It's as if each of us is an antenna, transmitting and receiving signals in the hidden language of the universe. The crucial question is, what kind of signal are you emitting right now? Do you transmit alignment or misalignment? Do you exude power or weakness, tense feelings, anxiety, anger, hurt? All of these distort the frequency and turn your field into a chaos of interference, making it easier to block manifestation. Science has finally begun to unravel what occult sages have known for centuries. Energy fields interact with each other and determine real results on the physical plane. Have you ever felt that moment when your energy is so heavy that everything you do seems to go wrong? You walk into a room and get chills for no reason, or when you meet certain people, your energy is drained. This is not a coincidence. It is not superstition. It's vibrational physics in action. Dissonant energies collapse, aligned energies create synchronicity and open portals of opportunity. Think about it. The most solid reality you see corresponds, first of all, to the strength of the invisible field, and wishing isn't enough. No matter how many motivational pictures you hang on your wall or how many quotes you write in your journal, if your vibration expands scarcity, you'll only reap multiplied scarcity. If your energetic signature is one of fear, guilt, insecurity, everything, absolutely everything around you responds to this dissonant note. You attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that are in tune exactly with your average vibration, never above, never below. The truth that almost no one has the courage to tell you: your life is the exact mirror of your vibrational field, nothing more, nothing less. The image you see in the external world is the reflected shadow of what you vibrate internally, 24 hours a day. And if everything is energy and vibration, there is only one real form of transformation. You need to change your field, from the inside out. Tune your inner waves to the pattern of what you want to live, and not what you fear repeating. Stop acting, waiting for miracles without changing the basal frequency of your existence. Here's the dark, but also liberating, point: no one can do this for you. It is your responsibility to dive in, face the inner layers of limitation and transmute your vibrational signature. It doesn't matter how many gurus you follow, how many temples you visit, how many books you read. If you continue to emanate internal conflicts, the universe does not respond to wanting, it responds to what you are, in the field. You begin to notice the first changes when minimal attitudes change your vibrational pattern. An interrupted and reinterpreted thought. A sabotaging habit replaced by personal discipline. A deep sigh before reacting emotionally. The moment you decide to stop thinking "it's just me who is like this" and start taking control of your own field. Energy responds to what you vibrate silently, not what you shout to the world. Your field vibrates at the frequency of your attitudes, emotions, and deep convictions, and perhaps today is the first time you've heard this unfiltered truth: the only possible direction is inward. Change outside only happens after intense and dark transformations inside. Right here in the comments, I recognize my vibration, and I choose to transform my energy today. Watch this video to confirm your decision, activating the first movement of the field now. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now. All of the upcoming videos are spiritual technology rituals to raise your vibration to the point of manifestation. Share. The universe responds to the energy you multiply, and those who help the energy circulate receive it back multiplied. Part 3. The 4 hidden pillars of your vibrational field. Feel it now. How does your energy pulse at this moment? Do you believe that you are just a set of thoughts, loose emotions, isolated actions? If that were all, it would be easy. But there are invisible structures, submerged in silent patterns, complex systems operating beneath everything you demonstrate. Your vibrational field isn't born by chance. It's formed by 4 fundamental pillars: beliefs, emotions, communication, and actions. Each pillar vibrates with a color, a frequency, a weight, and together, they produce what I call a dark vibrational signature. the secret order sent to the universe about what you are truly ready to live. Pillar 1. Beliefs behind your eyes. Powerful blocks are formed decades before you realize it. With each trauma, rejection, negative feedback, with each unresolved pain, a new brick is placed in your mental basement, building a set of beliefs that operates silently. You may want success, but deep down you believe you don't deserve it. You may visualize prosperity, but the foundation of belief has been cemented in scarcity, shame, and guilt. This field is like an antenna that only captures low frequencies. Tuning into nanoreality. Involuntarily, you sabotage every victory, postpone every result, always repeat the same misfortune. Pillar 2. Emotions. Think now. What feelings predominate in your daily life? Every emotional pattern is a vibrational password. Fear, anger, shame, sadness, resentment. Each creates a dark echo in your field, blocking the doors to fulfillment. You may smile on the outside, but if you harbor destructive feelings on the inside, your average vibration will always lean towards the negative. The universe doesn't reward appearance. It rewards magnetic authenticity. Every repressed emotion, every unexpressed anger, every frustration kept in your chest becomes an energetic knot that prevents your dreams from passing through the portal. Pillar 3. Communication. Perhaps the most underrated of the pillars. Communication is not just what you say, but how you say it, what you feel while you speak, what you convey even in silence. Your gestures, your posture, your body language vibrate louder than 1,000 words. You can verbally decree abundance, but if your voice is weak, your eyes wander, and your body shrinks, the universe registers the command, "I am not ready." 77% of your communication is nonverbal, that is, a pure vibrational field emanated with each breath, with each internal whisper. And what noises do you make without realizing it? Avoiding eye contact, stuttering during statements, thinking one thing while saying another, all of these block things out. The universe only honors commands issued at the frequency of total internal coherence. Pillar 4. Actions. The last of the pillars is the most decisive. There are those who meditate every day, declare decrees, write promises, but never act according to the new standard. Your actions are the blood that feeds the vibration. With every choice, with every small action, you say to the universe, "I am moving closer or moving away from the desired result." There's no point in wanting prosperity if your habits are sabotaging. There's no point in asking for relationships if you isolate yourself, run away, or withdraw from real interactions. The vibration of action is irrevocable. It confirms or weakens all other pillars. Now think, when these 4 pillars are misaligned, your vibrational signature becomes a collage of contradictions. The universe reads, interprets, and returns situations that are worthy of this chaos. Blocked opportunities, closed paths, repeated failures, close relationships with toxic people, financial stagnation, endless emotional struggles. None of this is bad luck. It is the exact direction of what vibrates in your personal signature. The field carries out the prevailing order. If the order is distrust, it receives obstacles. If it's laziness, you get closed doors. If it's anxiety, it only multiplies anxiety. The universe never makes mistakes. It delivers exactly what you vibrate on a recurring basis. The darkest question that remains is, what secrets are buried in its pillars today? Do you know the very basic structure that governs your destiny? If not, it's time to go down into the inner corridors and identify each vibrational saboteur in turn. The manifestation begins with the intimate reform of the 4 hidden pillars. Do this. List your predominant beliefs, positive and negative. Note recurring feelings, high and low frequencies. Observe your communication, physical posture, tone of voice, authenticity, coherence between intention and expression. Mapping daily actions. Are they truly aligned with what you want to manifest? Comment now, "I'm ready to reform my 4 pillars." Affirm your commitment to vibrational reconfiguration. Like this video to activate the initial energetic movement. Subscribe and activate the bell. In future videos, I'll reveal in-depth training to reprogram each pillar with dark spiritual technology practices. Share this video with 3 people who need to rebuild their own field. Part 4. Communication, the forgotten pillar that decides your destiny. Among all the silent powers of the universe, there is one that mocks the heedless and crowns the true magicians of manifestation: communication. Make no mistake, communication is not, and never will be, simply what you say. It's what you transmit. Even when silent, a person can declare love, but vibrate contempt with their gaze. You can say with words that you trust, but your body reveals insecurity in every contracted muscle. In the energetic game of communication, 93% of the message hides behind the curtain of words, in the shadow zones that you refuse to confront. Let's get to the facts that nobody tells you. According to classic research in communication psychology, only 7% of the message is verbal, made up of articulated words. The other 93% is pure energy. 33% comes from tone of voice. 55% comes from body language, micro-expressions, postures, unspoken intentions. Do you want to change your reality? Watch what you keep quiet, not what you say. Now imagine you repeat affirmations every day, convincing yourself that prosperity is near, but when you talk to someone, your shoulders slump, your eyes droop, your voice wavers, and you barely react to the other person's presence. The universe captures the real vibration. Action is the verb, but communication is the frequency that determines whether the command arrives clean or jumbled to the universal field. Most people don't even realize that they are sabotaging their own destiny just by the way they behave when exchanging words. Have you ever heard the saying, energy doesn't lie? Well, it's more real than you think. Your energy field speaks loudly, and often, it speaks against you, even when words try to say otherwise. Visible noises. Trembling voice. Look that flees. Withdrawn body. Shortness of breath. Repetitive nervous movements. Invisible noises. Unexpressed feelings. Old resentments. Fear of judgment. Doubt about merit. Unconscious blocks inherited from parents. Communication is fractal. It reflects all your traumas, all your dreams, all your inner contradictions, even the things you try to hide from yourself. Therefore, it is not enough to say to the universe, I want prosperity. It is necessary to be a presence of prosperity, communicating this intent with your gaze, body, energy, and posture. What about the saboteurs? Yes, they exist. Many were planted in childhood, others cultivated in toxic relationships, hostile environments, and humiliating experiences. When you keep quiet out of fear, say yes meaning no, laugh nervously to avoid conflict, your body sends out messages that cut off the flow of manifestation. The universe interprets, not ready, still vibrates fear, still carries doubt. The darker side is in intrapersonal communication, the way you talk to yourself. What do you say to yourself when you make a mistake? What do you whisper to the mirror every morning? What phrases echo in your mind whenever you try to take risks outside of the known? This inner voice shapes your vibrational field far beyond the words you verbalized. If your inner dialogue is self-defeating, there is no affirmative statement in the external world that can compensate. There is also cosmic communication. How do you talk to the universe? Do you ask, but do not believe? Do you cry out, but doubt? Do you dream, but repeat every day, this is impossible for me? Everything turns to noise. It hinders, scrambles the signal, prevents the pure transmission of your creative will. Reconstruction begins with awareness. Observe, without judgment, how you manifest yourself in your gaze, your body, your tone of voice, your unspoken words and your automatic gestures. Change your posture, adjust your gaze, deepen your breathing, repeat affirmations, yes, but feel them vibrating throughout your body, filling every cell. Be the energy of what you ask for. Align your inner layers, not just the external speech. Practice script. Before any important communication, meeting, interview, difficult conversation, feel exactly the desired outcome. Imagine the scene flowing perfectly. Adjust your posture, straight spine, open shoulders, firm expression. Breathe deeply, 3 times, grounding your body and mind in the present. Visualize, I am the presence of X. Use prosperity, power, love, depending on the context. Only then communicate, letting the energy lead each word. Take a test. Record a video of yourself talking about your greatest desire with confident posture, gaze, and voice. Then, write in the comments what you felt. Where are the loudest noises? Like this video now, subscribe so you don't miss the next techniques, and share it with that person who gets stuck trying to express themselves. Activate the bell. It is your frequency that will decide what comes into your life in the coming days. Part 5. The 3 types of communication, the mysterious triangle of manifestation. Now that the veil has begun to lift over communication, we need to delve deeper. Everything that blocks or facilitates its manifestation passes through 3 secret channels: the three vertices of a sacred triangle. Interpersonal communication. Intrapersonal communication. Cosmic communication. Each of these axes nourishes your vibrational field in a unique way and, most frighteningly, each one can create energetic short circuits capable of sabotaging or boosting your entire existence. 1. Interpersonal, the secret game between you and the world. This is the most recognizable form of communication. What you say, write, gesture or transmit to other human beings. It seems simple, but it isn't. Here, much more than words, are the energetic codes that leap from your eyes, the magnetic field that surrounds your body, the micro-expressions that escape without control. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately noticed a heavy atmosphere? Even without anyone saying a word, this is the energy of interpersonal communication. Likewise, a magnetic presence can transform a place and open doors where everyone said there were only walls. Here, your biggest challenge is: hide behind masks. Self-sabotaging opportunities. Transmit insecurity without realizing it. You may even say you're confident, but if your body belies every syllable, you're closing the portal of possibilities before you even ask to enter. 2. Intrapersonal, the cursed echo within you. Communication with yourself. This is the channel of deep shadows, the point where almost no one dares to descend. Here, he reveals himself to be the true saboteur of the demonstration, the cruel inner critic, the voice that says you don't deserve it, the memories of failure that repeat themselves like specters, the promises made in front of the mirror and then broken, the silent dialogue filled with fear, doubt, and self-sabotage. This communication is so powerful that it can destroy you before you even utter the first word. They are mental whispers, intrusive thoughts, phrases that seem to come from nowhere, but that determine all your energy. If you lie to yourself, trying to fake happiness or courage that you don't feel, the universe notices the inconsistency immediately. Your field vibrates to the truth of what you feel about yourself, not the lie you try to tell the world. The intrapersonal level is the most difficult to reprogram, because it requires courage to face yourself without masks, without distractions, without crutches. 3. Cosmic, the hidden dialogue with the universal field. The third vertex of the triangle is communication with the universe, the field, the hidden God, existence. It's your way of issuing commands, requests, and intentions as a whole. This is where you pray, visualize, pray, decree, visualize, dream with the invisible. The problem: most people ask anyway, mixing faith with doubt, hope with resentment, discipline with impatience. Many live in flows of contradiction. They ask for abundance, and spend the rest of the day complaining about what's missing. They pray for health, but treat their bodies with disdain. They ask for love, but they vibrate neediness, comparison. All of this generates noise, scrambles the signal, and causes the universe to receive garbled requests and contradictory energies. The result: confusing, truncated, slow, frustrating manifestation. The invisible blocks. When one of these channels is sabotaged, the entire triangle collapses. You can talk well with others, but if you hate yourself in silence, all you attract are toxic relationships, hidden betrayals, unexpected abandonments. You may be positive internally, but if you convey insecurity in your dealings with the world, you will only attract closed doors. If your cosmic communication is filled with doubt and resentment, the universe understands your dominant frequency, and responds accordingly, with delay, difficulty and absence. This is the vibrational short circuit. Exercise, dark self-diagnosis of the three channels. Grab a paper now. Write, without censorship, how you communicate with other people: authenticity, openness, fear, charisma, or withdrawal. Yourself, words you repeat, self-criticism, support or boycott. The universe, faith, doubt, gratitude or impatience. Identify the most sabotaged channel. Promise yourself, out loud, to change that channel now. Dark practice, the ritual of silence. For 1 hour, speak little, observe what your body transmits, record automatic thoughts, listen to how, even without words, you communicate with space. At the end, write down what you noticed. Comment: I take control of my 3 channels. Like this video immediately if you feel like you've identified your biggest sabotage. Subscribe and activate the bell. In the next installments, you'll discover practical exercises to hack each channel and definitively align your energy. Share to remind others. No one can manifest anything great if they remain silent on the 3 levels of being. Part 6. Communication noise, the invisible poison that keeps you from power. Imagine trying to tune into a radio station to listen to your favorite song, but all that reaches your ears is hiss, interference, static. Now, exchange the radio for your brain, your body, your energy. All sabotaged communication creates noise, invisible distortions, that distort your requests, confuse your orders, and annihilate the possibilities for expression. Noise is any interference that prevents your message from reaching its destination clearly, whether it's a person, the universe, or yourself. It is the hidden poison of manifestation. There are 3 main types of noise, each more insidious than the last. 1. External noises. They are the most obvious, the easiest to detect, but no less dangerous. Noisy environments. Visual distractions. Technological interference. Negative people around. News that brings down your vibe. 2. Internal noises. These form the most powerful layer of venom. They are silent and imperceptible saboteurs. They inhabit the caves of the subconscious and act without warning. Limiting beliefs. I can't, it never works for me, I don't deserve it. Ashamed to expose yourself. Fear of judgment. Insecurity in declaring what you feel. Lack of cultural and emotional repertoire to interact with other types of people. Old resentments. The external environment is the setting, but the internal environment is the hidden script. It is this that defines whether the story ends in glory or tragedy. 3. Energetic, cosmic noises. The last layer, almost imperceptible, is the noise of communication with the universal field. These are classic symptoms. Doubt about whether something really works. Is this for me? Impatience. Why hasn't it happened yet? Vibrational contradiction, asking for abundance in the morning, complaining about the lack the rest of the day. Lack of gratitude, focusing only on what is missing, ignoring everything you have already achieved. How to eliminate noise, the purification ritual. Identification. Stop, close your eyes, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what external noise most disrupts my communication? What internal noise has been sabotaging my energy? What stops me from fully trusting the universe? Write everything down, no censorship. Clarifying transcript. Write each noise on a sheet of paper and, below, imagine the ideal scene, no distractions, no judgments, with clean and full energy. How would you act? What would you convey? Liberation ritual. Tear or burn the paper from external noises. For each internal noise, create an opposite phrase, e.g., I can't becomes I can do whatever I decide. Repeat out loud in front of the mirror. For each energetic noise, write a prayer of gratitude and repeat it the next morning when you wake up. Daily practice. Spend 5 minutes a day noticing the noises, pay close attention when they arise and repeat your cleaning decrees immediately. Comment, I expel all noise from my field. Watch this video to multiply the power of your cleansing ritual. Sign up now to secure your next classes and techniques. The purification process is ongoing. Share this with someone who is experiencing conflict and communication issues. Your gesture could save lives. Part 7. How to clear the channel, vibrational alignment technique in minutes. You've come this far stumbling over your own noises, facing energetic poisons and repetitions of hidden sabotage. Now, it's time to experience a radical reprogramming. Purification begins within. The clean channel is formed before any word, gesture, or thought crosses the external world. Here's where I reveal the most effective practice for adjusting your field, the vibrational alignment technique. The secret of active imagination. The soul knows no lies. Your field never deceives the universe. It vibrates what it truly feels, not what it would like to feel on the surface. Therefore, alignment begins before any action, a ritual to hack the vibration and expand your energetic signature. Intentional stop. Before an important conversation, a decision, a meeting, pause the world, close your eyes. Take 3 deep, slow breaths, feeling every cell. Detailed view. Imagine the situation happening exactly the way you want it to. See people smiling at you, doors opening, your body reacting with confidence, your voice clear. Feel it. Bring the vibration of your fulfilled desire into the present. Intense detail, the smell of the environment, the light tone, the colors, the sounds. The more real, the more powerful. Body adjustment, open your chest, align your spine, relax your shoulders and keep your gaze steady. The body needs to be the first anchor of the new frequency. Magnetic breathing, inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4. Repeat 3 times, each cycle takes its field from chaos to order, from fear to courage. Affirmation power, choose an affirmative phrase and repeat it softly, feeling the vibration fill your body. I am already what I manifest. The universe is working in my favor now. My communication is clean, powerful, magnetic. Let go and trust, surrender the mental scene to the universe and feel gratitude in advance. Return to action charged with the hidden power that precedes every word or gesture. Practical examples. Job interview, feel the recruiter's admiration, imagine the scenario working out, thank them beforehand. First date, imagine light energy, easy connection, spontaneous laughter, and a positive outcome. Difficult negotiation, visualize those involved smiling, you confident, the solution flowing. Request to the universe, see your wish already fulfilled, feel real gratitude, behave as if you already have it. Extra practice, daily alignment. Set aside 10 minutes a day to practice the technique. Always before important meetings, decisions, or situations, repeat the ritual. Bring alignment into even the smallest habits, how you dress, how you eat, how you walk, treat everything as a manifestation experience. Practice now, pause the video, do the vibrational alignment technique for an urgent desire, comment, I manifest and align now. Like to energetically seal your commitment, subscribe to the channel, advanced techniques and profound rituals in the next episodes, share this video with at least 3 people determined to change their manifestation pattern. Part 8, Abracadabra, the power of magic words and ancient hidden wisdom. Prepare to uncover one of the greatest secrets ever hidden beneath the veil of human history. You grew up hearing the word abracadabra as if it were just a magic trick, a childish joke, a meaningless game, but in this part, you will discover that abracadabra is actually one of the most powerful formulas for manifestation and creating realities. Dark and mystical origin. Abracadabra comes from Aramaic, I create as I speak or let it be done according to my words. This ancestral key is not just an etymological curiosity, it confirms that, since ancient civilizations, it has been known that words are power. Everything, absolutely everything you say is a coded spell, a decree sent directly into the universal field, rearranging matter, energy, and destiny. How do you use the magic word? What have you decreed for yourself? Pay attention. I'm always late for everything. I never have enough money. My health is poor, I only attract negative people. Each of these sentences is a negative abracadabra. It creates trails of failure, pain, scarcity, and eternal repetition. A positive statement, issued with alignment of emotion, body and soul, releases the hidden power of the verb. I manifest abundance constantly, the universe conspires in my favor, my relationships blossom every day. The key is vibrational coherence, speaking without feeling, decreeing without aligning, repeating without believing. Nothing happens, you must deeply embody what you decree. The energy tug of war. When you affirm something in the morning and spend the day upset, complaining, denying what you asked for, you create an energy tug-of-war in your field. Energy doesn't choose sides, it returns exactly what you reinforce most, whether positive or negative. Abracadabra ritual. Write at the top of a sheet of paper, abracadabra, I create as I speak. Choose a deep goal. Write 9 power sentences about this goal, all in the first person, present tense, absolute certainty. Pronounce each phrase, feeling the power surging through your body, with a strong posture, a proud gaze, and deep breathing. Repeat the ritual for 9 consecutive days. Declare in the comments, abracadabra, I create as I speak. Enjoy the video now, every click is a real activation of this force for you. Subscribe and ring the bell to receive the next powerful spells in the series. Share with at least 3 people, help them break the pattern of verbal self-sabotage. Part 9, in the beginning was the Word, the creative force and the hidden danger of the ego. Since the most ancient roots of human wisdom, it has been understood, all creation begins with the Word. In the beginning was the Word, the primordial vibration, the impulse that transforms nothing into everything, invisible into visible, emptiness into fullness. This is not just a phrase from a holy book, it is the eternal secret behind every manifestation process. Nothing exists that has not been pronounced, decreed, verbalized. Do you really want to know why your life repeats patterns, cycles and pains? Observe what you have been declaring every day, even without realizing it. The big trap: the same power that creates miracles can recite tragedies, and both obey exactly the same law. The verb is a generating principle. Before there is any external reality, the world is born somewhere in its field, in the idea that arises like a whisper, in the intention that becomes energy, in the word that echoes. Dark or bright, the universe does not read your secret, silent intentions. It responds to your manifest word, your conscious decree, or your unconscious outburst. The verb is neutral, but the energy it carries comes from within. It is up to you to decide whether to use the verb to create light or multiply darkness. Ritual of the creative word. In the morning, as soon as you wake up, before any distractions, make a creative decree. Sit on the bed, take a deep breath, look at your hands as sacred instruments of the word. Declare out loud: today, my verb is light and power. Everything I declare is for the greater good. I am a co-creator of reality and I program the universe in my favor. Monitor your internal and external speech. Cancel and replace negative phrases immediately. Make the verb your conscious tool and you will see life transforming before your eyes. In the comments, decree: my word creates miracles now. Like this video immediately and hit the bell to turn every notification into a reminder of your creative power. Subscribe and share with people who need to stop self-sabotaging through words. Part 10, the final alignment: personal magnetism and shadow manifestation. The culmination of the journey has arrived. You came here by crossing dark mirrors, disarming internal noises, hacking the power of the verb and discovering the hidden language of manifestation. Now, it's time to activate the maximum power of your field, personal magnetism. The force that differentiates those who only dream from those who achieve miracles, those who are ignored from those who attract irresistible opportunities, those who live in the ordinary from those who become an inevitable presence in any environment. What is personal magnetism? Magnetism is not just charisma or friendliness. It is a frequency that emerges when there is total coherence between the four pillars. Beliefs: you believe and feel worthy. Emotions: vibrate in line with what you want. Communication: conveys truth, intensity, clarity, power. Actions: confirm everything in the real world, without sabotage. When this coherence occurs, your field becomes a beam of silent light, capable of aligning everything and everyone around you, opening doors where only walls existed, creating invisible waves of attraction that gather exactly what you determine. Magnetism is a dark manifestation. Here, there is no room for hesitation. Magnetism is the gift of occult sorcerers who activate the universe in their favor. You enter a place and the energy precedes you. You want something and it starts to appear out of nowhere. There arises a confidence that cannot be faked, a power that would silence any doubt. The magnetism activation ritual. Total alignment: sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, take a deep breath and visualize the four pillars: belief, emotion, communication, action, shining like crystals inside your chest. Dark decree: declare, I unite all my pillars now. I am pure coherence, I am magnetism, I attract everything I desire for the greater good. Practical symbol: create a unique gesture and associate it with activating magnetism whenever you need it. Daily tests: before entering any environment, activate the gesture, feel the vibration, repeat the decree. Recognition and gratitude: recognize even small signs and practice gratitude. The universe multiplies the pattern of gratitude you display. Symptoms of magnetism in the field. Opportunities that didn't exist before appear out of nowhere. Difficult situations are resolved automatically. People you previously ignored start asking for your opinion, proposing alliances, making offers. Negative emotions easily disappear and are replaced by calm enthusiasm. You feel high energy all the time, even on normal days. Reinforcement: beware of power. Magnetism is not about playing with manipulation. Those who use power for selfish ends, to harm others, to dominate through fear, Pay the price of a dark return. The universe returns everything, light or darkness, in the same proportion and intensity. Therefore, use magnetism to evolve, attract abundance, and create miracles for yourself and those around you. Final call. This channel is for those who are ready to cross the portal, abandoning the lukewarm, apathetic, mediocre life forever. Here, you learn how to use cutting-edge spiritual technology, transmute ancestral patterns, unlock hidden gifts, and manifest with surgical precision. Your future only depends on one thing: the alignment of the pillars and the activation of personal magnetism. Comment: I manifest pure magnetism now. Like, subscribe, and share with everyone you love. Be the channel that activates the portal for hundreds of lives. Invite 3 people who are ready to awaken to this power. Your network is part of your field.